Hello, and thanks for watching this video where I'm going to demonstrate the Spelling Words app by Ardu Labs. If you don't have the app installed yet, go into the Windows Store app and search for Spelling Words. There are two different versions of the Spelling Words app. There's a free version that's limited to two lists of 8 words each, although there is an in-app upgrade available to remove any limits. And there's the paid version that has a 15-day free trial, after which the app will not function if you don't purchase it. Both the apps work exactly the same way, and if you do the in-app upgrade and the free version, both the apps have the same exact functionality, so you can try it either way. Now I have the app installed, so I'm going to launch it for the first time. First thing you notice is there's a few little hints here talk about using the Add List button in the app bar to add a spelling list. The app bar is this bar at the bottom of the screen. If it's not visible, then right-click somewhere on the screen with your mouse, or if you have a touch device, swipe inward from the top or bottom of the screen, and the app bar will appear. So I'm going to hit the Add List button. Now the neat thing about the Spelling Words app is you create the spelling list. You add the words and you speak the words. So you can create lists in any language that you are able to type on your Windows computer. And the advantage of recording the audio as well is you can use words in a complete sentence if you'd like. If it's not clear from the sound of the word, record more than just the word. So let's do a little demonstration here. I'm going to call this list Colors, and I'm going to add my first spelling list. There's a few different ways. I'm going to demonstrate each way. I'm going to hit the Add Words button. Now I'm going to type the word red. Now I've typed the word, but I don't have the audio recorded yet, which is why the play button is dimmed out. So I'm going to record the audio. This computer has more than one microphone, so it's prompting me for which microphone I'd like to use. I'm going to use my headset microphone. You can change this later by using the settings. This is the first time I've run the app, so Windows is asking me if this Spelling Words app has permission to use my microphone, and I'll say it does. Red. Notice I was being prompted to say the word red, and because of those questions at the beginning, it was kind of abrupt the way that came up. So those questions at the beginning about the microphone are a one-time only. So I'm going to re-record the word red. So it's prompting me to say the word and then telling me to hit the stop recording button when I'm complete. And if I want to listen to the word, I don't know if that'll show up very clearly on the microphone, but the computer did play back my recording. So I can create words one at a time this way, or I can add many words at once. And then now I'm going to show you the much faster way to add words to a spelling list. I'm going to hit the Add Words button. And now I'm just going to type several words. I typed in red before. I'll do blue, green, yellow. So you just type the words, put a space between them, and now it quickly added all of them. Now I could, if I wanted to, click in each one, hit the record button, hit stop, hit the next word, hit record, hit stop, or I can hit the record all button. So I'm going to do that. You notice it's going to prompt me for each word in sequence, and after I speak each word, I'm going to hit the stop button. Red, blue, green, yellow. Now it will take you a little practice to get that operation down, but it's worth it because it's the fastest way by far to create a spelling list. One thing to be aware of is don't pause a lot before saying the word or after saying the word before you hit the stop button, as if you do, then when the person taking the spelling test listens, then they'll just be having to listen to your long pause, which won't really help them. Now, as I said before, you can record a full sentence. It doesn't just have to be the short word, so you can use the word in a sentence if it's not clear from the pronunciation of what word you might be referring to. So the whole benefit of this app, because you can enter spelling the any spelling words you want in any language that you're able to type on your computer. It works great for kids in English class, Spanish, French, whatever language you're trying to learn. It works well for that. It works great if a student, oftentimes in school, will get a list of spelling words on a Monday and is going to be tested on them on Friday. This is a great way to do this. You can come in here, the student can create the list themselves, or you can help them to enter the words one time and then keep practicing the list over and over again. So I'm going to go back to the main screen. You'll notice you won an award because you made your very first spelling list. So this is the only time you'll get this award. It's about the easiest award there is to get. So now I've created the spelling list. Now let's say the student wants to study the list, not take a practice test, but just study the list. The easiest way to do it is if you're using a mouse, just right click on the name of the list, or if you're using a touch device, just touch the item and hit the edit button that comes up in the app bar. Now you're going to be able to see the words. You could click in each one, hit the play button, listen, and you'll get that reinforcement of the spelling along with the pronunciation. So this is a good way of studying, but when you're ready to actually take the test, you select the list and hit the Take Test button. Now you're given a few different choices here. Do you want to ask the words in the order in which they were entered, or would you like to mix up the order? Do you want to ask each word one time, or do you want to allow to retry if you make a mistake? Now notice if you say only want to see it once, you're given another question. Do you want to see the correct spelling if you do get one incorrect, or do you not want to bother with that and you just want to move on? I'm going to leave the default settings. There is a little reminder down here that the correct uppercase and lowercase is important. You might be entering proper nouns in your words, and so it's important that the student type the correct upper and lowercase. So I'm going to start the test by clicking the start button. And I just heard the first word, which was red. Now if I didn't hear it, I can hit the play audio again. I can skip the word, or I can quit the test at this point. I'm going to type the word, and I can either hit the enter key on my keyboard or click the check spelling button. And I get an indication right away if the word was correct. Now it's entering blue. Now if I'm on a touch device, I can use the on-screen keyboard. And again, I can either use the enter key or hit the check spelling button. I'm going to go back to the keyboard. Green. Now I'm going to get this one wrong just so you can see what it looks like. So it's showing me the spelling that I entered, the correct spelling, and I have a chance of listening to the audio again. So this is a really great way of training yourself to relate the pronunciation with the spelling. So I finished the test. I finished all 4 words. And I won an award because this is the very first time I practiced this particular list. And I get a summary of my score. The overall score 75%. Score on the words that I attempted was 75%. If you remember, you're allowed to skip words. So if you skipped words, then these two values could be different. You might get 100% on the words you attempted, but if you skipped some, then the overall score would be less. Now you'll notice that colors list actually tells me the date and time and my score. You'll see up to your last 3 scores, so that's a quick way of seeing how you're progressing. I will show you one other thing. If I want to take a test again, because I did get one word wrong last time, so now I have the option. There's this additional question down here. Do you want to ask all the words or just the ones you missed last time? So that's another way you can do this. If you want to delete a spelling list, of course, select it by right-clicking on it, or if you're on a touch device, touch the list, and you can hit delete. if the spelling list actually has words in it, then it's going to confirm, it's going to ask for confirmation. It says, oh, this spelling list has 4 words in it. Are you sure you want to delete it? No, I don't. If you'd like to go in and change the settings on the app, you can do what I just did there. If you're on a touch device, you swipe in from the right hand side, hit Settings and Preferences. And you have a couple options here. Do you want to play the sound effects? That's that sound effects when you get the word incorrect or correct. And if you do have more than one microphone available on your computer, you can choose which one you'd like to use there. If you're using the built-in microphone in a laptop or a tablet, then usually you'll only have one microphone and you won't be presented with that choice. Well, that's the demonstration of the Spelling Words app. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.